Most times we refer broadly to the free trade zone as that place where we just see that welcome to the free trade zone. But like I've explained, Dangote is a free trade zone. Then we have other free trade zones. We have the one managed by Toleram. So Toleram went into a private-public partnership with the government, and Toleram is actually the major investor, about $2 billion in the Lekki deep sea port, and it has about 5 kilometers of coastal line, like around the Atlantic, and also they have their Kellogg's factory, they have their power oil, they have so many other industries, and also they plan to have a residential area in that place. Also, the Nigerian and the China partnership, Nigeria-China, I think is the CWIL. They came into a partnership, and they're also building. There's a Long Reach biomedical lab. There's the assembly plant where we're going to be assembling parts of vehicles, heavy moving vehicles, or the whole caboodle. So that is located at the southwest, just adjacent to Dangote Refinery Free Zone. And these places are already driving companies. I hear 50 plus companies are already registered, and they are here. And when it starts, this place is going to be very, very industrialized. And what does that mean? It means jobs, higher standard of living for people. It means people are looking for houses. It means, there's economic activity. And I even see the whole economic landscape shifting. If you think that Lekki is busy now, if you think that these other areas are busy, this place is going to be something else, because this is going to be at the heart of industrialization. And also bear in mind that this deep sea port is the deepest in Africa. I would even go ahead to say one of the largest in the world. And so the stress that we have right now at Apapa and Tinkan, it's going to be transferred here. And one thing about the free zone is that there is less, if not zero interference from people like they're still going to work with the Nigerian port authorities, but there is no interference, because a free trade zone is supposed to incentivize trade, it's supposed to incentivize economic activities. So you're not going to be having stuff like strike, you're not going to be having stuff like demurrage, or they are holding your goods and services, because even for the free zone enterprises that are located in these free zones, there are going to be zero import duties to them. They are going to have there's not going to be any VAT for stuff that they buy and they sell within the free zone. And so many more companies will actually come to the free zone and take advantage of this, because lots of companies suffer, lots of people suffer. 3 months they have their goods stuck at the wharf, they have their goods stuck at the port, it cannot be cleared. So the clearing and forwarding is just going to be so smooth and so much faster. So this deep sea port is going to actually become the main port. It's going to become the main port. It's going to handle so much more traffic, and it's going to handle so much more tonnage, so much more capacity of stuff coming into the country. And so this is going to be very, 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 very active. It's way deeper and has way more capacity than we've ever had. So this is very, very interesting, which is the deep sea port. This is the third reason. This is the deep sea port that's going to be at Ibeji Lekki. It's another reason why you should invest here, because this is very, 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 it's going to change the game. It's literally going to change the game. So that's the deep sea port. So let's go to the other free zone enterprises, the Allaro City. Allaro City is located at the northwest quadrant and is managed by one of the biggest African developers, which is the Rendezvous Company. And Allaro City is going to be a place for warehousing, mixed use, industrial use, but light industrial use. So we have companies already like Aerial Foods. So actually, when you see that red building, that's the factory of Aerial Foods. So they are like one of the first companies that came to Allaro City. We have Mantra Caterpillars, we have Heavy Machine Dealerships, we have Kenol, we have Rongas Alpha. So many companies. We have Tinubu Sons Media, Lucid Media, Promo Media, that are already in Allaro City, and so much more builds to come. So Allaro City is going to have about 150 hectares of open spaces, parks. You even have the first city by Universal Homes, which is going to be about 547 apartments, mostly 2 bedrooms, but can be increased to 4 and 3 bedrooms. They are Allaro City. So in another video I'm going to do, I was thinking about why Ekpe, what is making Ekpe, because Ekpe has been built up for a very long time, like the past 4 years before the last governor left. But why is it that Ekpe is now becoming so much of what it is now and there's so much hype? That's because of what is going to happen in Allaro City. Allaro City is the one that is really driving, to the large extent, driving the investment and driving the development of Ekpe right now. Allaro City actually is the only free zone that is along the Lekki corridor. So that's just so massive for Lekki as a whole, and is contributing to the development and like the profitability and the value of both real estate and businesses, the commerce and industrialization there. So that's the 4th one, I think. Allaro City is going to knock your socks off. That place, when it's fully built, and the companies are still trooping in, companies are still coming, even private developers are coming to take advantage of it. And that's the next person I'm going to be talking about. After this Universal Homes that came and they're building this, we're going to be talking about Talent City. The Talent City is being driven by a venture capital called Future Africa, which is owned or was started by Aboyeji, and is was the person pretty much that drove the investments that we have. 2 tech unicorns in Nigeria. We have Andela, which is over $1 billion, and then we have Flutterwave, which recently declared that they are valued over $3 billion. So he has, by way of both investment and also relationships and building, has built 2 unicorns that worth over $4 billion, and now he is going into Talent City. Recently they purchased about 13,000 square meters of land in Allaro City, and they actually intend to build charter cities, a chain of charter cities in Africa, and this is the first of them. This is going to draw tech and IT talents from all over the world, and because it's a free zone, it's going to attract people that can easily process their startup registration and be domiciled there. De-dollarization policies aren't going to affect people that live there. There are no expat quotas. You can bring as many expats to work in your company. You have 100% repatriation of funds. These are most of the benefits of the free zone, as empowered by the NEPSA, that's the National Export Policy Zone Authority. I don't know, the P probably forgot. So NEPSA there. So this Talent City is just going to be so phone booth, 24-hour lights. Is going to have parks for recreation. You get to meet people, and these are the kind of the people that are going to attract. So it's going to be really massive. I think this is the 6th reason for why Lekki is going to be something else. People are investing so much, billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in Lekki, and so you should not be left out. So